someone who has the potential to impact my life as well as my peers' life. Everything I do is with the intention to evolve and do anything that I can for the collective to put us in a better space, mentally, spiritually, physically. So I've been so tired because I've just been listening to you speak and filling out your energy, honestly. And based on what I've heard, I am pleased and I do feel confident that you will make a real difference and have a real impact instead of being another black face in office as a puppet. So for starters, sanitation. We need to find a resolution for the amount of trash within the communities and also figure out a strategy to boost morale within the people, because our space is a direct reflection of what's going on within. And to your point, when you were speaking about your brother, I was looking at photo albums of Chicago in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and in the 80s. I seen the difference in the way people looked. Everybody was that's when I feel that the family dynamic was under the most attack, and I also feel like people were starting to not lose hope, but lose faith in what they seen, forgetting that everything that we need is already within us anyway, and we are all that we need. So I feel that we ultimately need a strategy to boost esteem within the people and inform people of who they truly are, and sustainable health care for people's mental. Because truth be told, all people need is a listening ear and somebody to vent, some compassion, somebody to hear them out, and that could change the trajectory of an entire situation. So I would say mental health needs to be prioritized. I was at a council meeting with Ms. Pearl, I think that was earlier this year. They were talking about all of these things, mental health and sanitation, but again, it was with Lori Lightfoot and a whole panel of other people who were just spoon feeding people things or ideas or fantasies, but I still haven't seen any real change. And to your point about speaking about the unhoused, I just seen recently one of the Inglewood representatives, I don't know her name, but she just got her doctorates and stuff. Her social media is called Inglewood Barbie. She went to one of the tent communities and gave them new tents, insulated tents, and then the city went and put tags on them to take them out. So,
well, policemen, they come in and just pick them up.
Yep. So developing strategies and ways to have longevity instead of pacifying what we really need.
Short-term solutions, Band-Aids.
Exactly, putting a Band-Aid on the real issue. Because the real issue here is the family dynamic being so, people have things misconstrued, and the self-respect and lack of morale is something that I see my peers. I'm 20 years old, and I see this within my peers, and I also see this within, the generations that came before, especially those who were born around the time of the 80s and in that era. You can see everything that's going on, it isn't anything new. Everything that's being said, we're not saying anything new. This has all been said before, done before. You made reference to Fred Hampton. That's why I was like, all right, he cool. Because not too many government officials are willing to speak on that due to them knowing the tragedy and the travesty that they've done, especially in the city of Chicago, and this being some very, very rich land. This land is high sought out because we don't have tornadoes, we don't have hurricanes. Everybody want to come settle in Chicago. Everybody want a piece of this pie, but it's like the people who are actually here aren't seeing it. I haven't seen it.
Wow.
Thank you. That's powerful. So my daughter is 8. I can't help but stare and just hope that she reflects what you're reflecting. You're a beautiful soul, and I'm gonna be nicer to my 8-year-old daughter, cause she don't really like me much. She really don't. She is 8 years old, and I'm already prepared that when she's 16, she gonna come and tell me that she gonna graduate high school in Brazil. She's a very, very, very self-determined individual. So I'm trying to love her and try to keep, you know, cause I'm a mandated reporter, so I can't turn myself in. But to hear you speak with such clarity and conviction, that really, you know, thank you.
You can close it out with your affirmation.
High school, we have mothers coming out with 3 and 4 children. They're not even 18 or 19 years old. These are children raising children. So one of the things that we strive very hard here is to get a family spirit where every adult on our block can embrace our children. People are afraid of them. When we came here, there were gangbangers, there were kids here, fathers in jail for life, killing, and we were threatened. But I said to myself, I'm not going to live in a block and be intimidated. That's right. You know. So take in mind that if he's going to be placed in here, we're going to sustain him. We've got to organize our blocks, register, so when he gets in place, whatever monies come, we already done is raise our hand. We ready.
Baby.
But if we don't organize our blocks, where's the money gonna go? I never heard of anything what you talking about. And then one of the frailness keeps us frail is the fact that we do not have we have to build, let me see, we have to build a strong communication system. So when you're successful, we can jump off and see if they did it, we can too.
That's right. That's right.
So, hello,
That's it.
and that's what we have to do.
And that's what we are
We
doing.
are going to do, and that sense of a family, let it start with all of us.
Yeah.
We all are one body, whether we like it or not. I like to say we are one. We're all family, believe it or not. We're all related. We're all neighbors.
You said what?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu,
Oh,
okay.
well, hey,
You are.
and we are mothers and fathers, whether you realize it or not. That's what we need here.
That's
To
what we're
embrace
doing.
all of us.
That's what we're doing. That's exactly what
I know what we're doing, and that's why it's got to spread.
we're doing.
And
It.
I was, and I agree. I don't know, how often I can, take Brandon away from his family and his job. No. But I want to make sure that, as many people hear this message of possibilities as possible.
Yeah.
So if there are, we're thinking about having a listening session here, right? In this ward with y'all at the core. Like the folks that y'all need, believe that are ready to hear that something else is possible.
Right.
We want to get them in a room. We want to get folks energized. We want to help folks believe that our communities can transform, but it's going to take some work,
It is.
right? So,
Yeah.
reach out to either me or Nate, probably Nate, because
Yeah,
he be
yeah.
over here all the time, right? And so that we can start building.
But just can you start here until it fills out, and then we get a big place.
Yep, yes.
Absolutely.
Mama Joy, we can just keep having them at your house.
Right.
At least you're gonna tell us what has not been said.
Okay, he has to get home to his family.
It's all good.